Hi all, another video on the Forex Spectrum indicator, which I've had for a few weeks now. I'm using this on the daily time frame, which had excellent backtest results from my last video, popping up here if you missed it. However, trading the daily time frame isn't suitable for everyone, so I've had quite a few requests for the lower time frame. So I thought I'd do the hourly time frame backtest using the same pairs as before. If this is a product that you like the look of and would like to purchase, I really appreciate it if you could buy through our link. This will pay me a small commission at no additional cost to the buyer and help me continue to purchase, review and summarize products like this in my videos. Thank you so much. And here is a quick summary of the results. I've also drawn up the equity growth on my next slide, which I think is another dimension that you should be looking at before you decide if you want to trade a particular pair. This is 7 months of testing from January 2021 to July 2021. I've had to manually backtest this across the pairs, borrow that later, but the rules are to the right here. For each arrow that appears, we are opening up 3 positions aiming for the 3 take profits, which are auto-generated by Forex Spectrum. There is a 60 pip stop loss per position, which means 3 times 60, which is 180 pip max loss per set of trades if it goes against us. If a new arrow appears and there are open positions, then we close all open positions and open up 3 trades in the opposite direction, i.e. the direction of the arrow. Looking at the total pip count, you can see overall on the hourly time frame, we are taking a large number of pips. Note that this is just for 2021, so 7 months of trading. In my previous video, I did 1 year and 7 months. It would have taken too long if I went back that far. This is an excellent result overall, but it does differ depending on the Forex pair that you're looking at. Now looking at the equity charts for each pair, which is the other piece of the puzzle which you should look at before you're deciding if you should trade a particular pair. Pound CAD was the only losing one overall, but if you look at Euro Dollar, you can see that although it was profitable overall with 400 pips, the equity chart just bounced up and down. Didn't really go anywhere and kind of looked random. It kind of looked like it was lucky that it made profit in the end. The Kiwi yen had some deep drawdowns and the pound yen stagnated for a while. Clearly the best ones to trade using the Forex Spectrum on the hourly time frame is the dollar yen and the pound dollar. Dollar yen looks great, nice and smooth upwards looking chart. Pound dollar also looks good, but its drawdowns would have been higher than that of dollar yen. So if you ask me which pairs to trade on the hourly time frame using Forex Spectrum, it would be the pound dollar and dollar yen pairs, and possibly pound yen, giving it a bit more time to see if it could break out of the stagnation period. If you're looking at trading this on any other pair or any other time frame using Forex Spectrum, it's important that you run the manual backtest to not only look at the pip count, but the shape of the equity chart to ensure that it doesn't look random or has long periods of stagnation. In the next part of this video, I will run through the manual backtest for the Euro Dollar so you can see how I did the manual backtest. I did the exact same thing for the other pairs, and you would also follow the same principles if you wanted to do a manual backtest for any other pair on any other time frame. Note the recommended stop losses per time frame. So now we are going to run the Forex Spectrum manual backtest on the hourly time frame using the same recommended Forex pairs as the original set. So that will be Euro Dollar, Pound Dollar, Kiwi Yen, Pound Yen, Dollar Yen, and Pound CAD. So first up is Euro Dollar, and this is the hourly time frame. I'm going to add the indicator. So it's already installed for Spectrum to the hourly time frame. The other thing which I want to show you is that if you scroll down here, it tells you what the stop loss should be for the hourly time frame. So I'm going to use the 1 hour time frame, and that's 60 pips. So I'm going to mark that down. So if we ever reach 60 pips, all 3 of the positions which are open will be closed. Here we are, Forex Spectrum, and just want to reset everything. So if I switch from one time frame to the other and back, then all the arrows get refreshed. So let's go back to the hourly time frame from here. Right, and for this back test, just because of time and because of the number of trades I'm going to do, I'm just going to run this manual back test from January 2021 until the present date, which is July the 12th. So where are we? April, May, June, July. Okay, that's July, so I'm going to go back to January, February, that's January, starts from about here, and from here I'm just going to reset it again, make sure the arrows refresh themselves. Right, here we are. Let's go back to January again. Okay, so here we are, January. So nothing. And as mentioned before, for every arrow we see, we are opening 3 trades. The first trade will go for the target, the TP1, second target TP2, third target TP3. And whenever we get a reversal arrow, we will close out on all the positions and go the other way. And should we hit the 60 pip stop loss for any of the trades, then obviously that's a close and an automatic loss. So maximum that we could lose is 3 times 60, which is 180. Okay, so here we go. First one is this one. We have an entry. First take profit is, say, 44. So I'm going to mark all this here. 44 pips. First one, and then the second one. From here to here, you see that hits as well. It's 131. We don't hit the stop loss, which is good. It was close though. 55. 55. So it was close. But we hit the second target for, say, 130. Let's see how it goes. We've still got one trade in the running, which doesn't go for TP3, but indeed we stop it here. So that's still 77 pip win. Now we go long. So we're February already. So February, the first take profit of 47. I see an arrow here, which means it doesn't hit the second take profit. It still looks like it's a win. So from here to here, so I've got 2. I've got 2 which are closed here, so that's 60 each. So 60, and the third one is 60. And now I've got a short here, which unfortunately looks like it's the loser. So that will get stopped out here. So 3 times 50, so 55. Minus 55. Minus 55. Minus 55. Okay, and then we get another short here. First take profit of 37. And then it looks like that we have a close. Closes here, so 2 times 35. So minus 70 loss. Let's scroll this across and we have some more buys. So from here, first take profit 40. And then we stop out here. Looks like it's out here. So there's also 40. So we actually end up and 40 and 40, and then we have a, so that was this, though, so this one wasn't, yeah, 40, so I didn't have the sell, which looks like a loss of 3 times 40, so minus 120. And then we have quite a nice move here. This is a very nice move here. So this is 120. Sorry, I haven't done this yet. Alright, so this one, I'm here now. So I do have a win here, 55, and then a 2 minus 40s. So 55, and then 2 minus 40s, which is minus 80. And now this one looks like a beautiful move. So as you can tell, this works best when there is a good move. So the first take profit is 55, second is 168, so 55, 168, and the last one is a beautiful 250. Good move, very nice. Okay, so that brings us into March, and then we get our long trade here. That looks like a 55, and then we end up losing 3 pips and 3 pips, so 55, and minus 3 and minus 3, which is minus 6. And then we have a short, which, and because it actually goes back to 80, but of the 60 pip stop loss, we hit our minus 180, so it's 3 times 60, minus 180 loss there. So not a good move. And it looks like also, fortunately, that we buy here, and it's the top, and we get a sell arrow, and that gets us out also 60. So another, unfortunately, another minus 180. I think unfortunately it's going bouncing up and down here. So now we've gone short, and you see these arrows, so minus 50, so this 150 loss, so a string of losses, not great, but then we get a big move again. There we are, so that's 50 and 134, 50, 134, and then we get our arrow to tell us to get out. So that's here to here, which is still 84, so quite a nice profit. And then we get our buy, and it looks like we hit all 3 targets, so this is another really nice move. 44, 123, so 44, 23, and this is 190. There's an immediate loss there, so it's 100 minus 180. This one here, first take profit, so we get 40, but then we get minus 14 twice, so we get 40, and then minus 28. And then we're here. This looks like a minus 180 again. With this one here, arrow goes nowhere. And then we get our buy, which hits, oh, let's see, 61. So that really close. That could have hit our stop. So let's assume it does. What's 180? Assuming our stop is hit. But if it wasn't, then we would have hit the first take profit. Would have profited a little bit as well when we closed out here. But I'd like to take the worst case scenario. This one also a 180 loss. And let's see what happens here. This one looks like, I'd say this was another 180. Let's see if that is. So let's see, yeah, that'll be another 180 loss. And that's the problem when you're trading lower time frames. The signals just generally aren't as good. But here we are. Looks like we've got a winner here. So 46, and then it stops out here. So 46 and 37 times 2. So that's 46, and then a 37, a 37. Okay, now we have a nice move here. So we get our 43, 108, 17. 43, 17. We've still got one trade that's running, but that gets closed here for 78 or 79. Okay, then we are now short again, so that's from here to here. Number 46, and bounces straight back up again. So we have still 2 remaining trades, which are closed out here. That's about 8 pips, so 16 pips. 8 times 8, 8 or 8 plus 8, 16 pips. And now we have another move up and a long trade. So first take profit 53, and we close out here 67 times 2, 67, 67. Okay, that looks like it's going to be a loss. So that's minus 180. This one too. Minus 180. And finally we have another short here, which we get our target for 47, and then in net 0 here, so 47 and a 0 and a 0. So I'm not going to put on 0 because these are scratch trades when it's like signified a buy. And then we're buying here. So that's 4 pips loss times 3. Minus 12. And then we have our short, which is a 43. And then 2 remaining trades are closed out here. 2 times 18, 36. And we are long here. Long here. Long here. And minus 20 times 3. Minus 60 here. And we go short here. This is 35. We close it here. 35 and 20, 20. 35. 20. 20. This is another loss. Goes straight up. We buy immediately. Well, not immediately, but a few hours later, we get a loss. So this is 100 and minus 180. And then we get a nice big move here. 43 and 117. 17. Then we still got one trade remaining, which gets stopped out here. We're still 77. And we're long here. And, 28 times 3. So it's minus, isn't it? Minus, minus, minus. Okay, and then we have, so we're in June at the moment, so we're on the month, so that's 38. We get stopped out here, 38, about 30, 38, 30, 30. And this is another loss. I lost track as to where I was here. So this was, so big thing was this 38. So that's 38, and then, okay, yeah, so that's this one. So this one looks like I've gone long here, close, so 35 times 3. $46 spot trade. It's 47, 46, and then we'll have a scratch trade. 47. Scratch trade means I'll close it at the price I got in. So 2 zeros there. Okay, and that takes us to present date. So we carried long 3 trades and 23 times 3, so that's 69 running. So I'm going to do that the same with pound dollar, Kiwi yen, pound yen, dollar yen, and pound cat.